The most powerful experience I've had in my entire life. I had life before ayahuasca and after. It's exactly what I needed at that time. I surrendered to the fear in the most beautiful garden. I think it was heaven. I felt this incredible love inside of my heart. I am a perfect creature of God. I realized that I am very powerful. I saw the consciousness or like energies. I saw these flows. We are all God and we are all interconnected. I woke up a whole new person. Hello everybody, Katya is here. I'm walking here with my little one. He's sleeping in a stroller. And while he's sleeping, I wanted to share with you something very personal. Something that happened to me 10 years ago, but it had such a strong impact on my life that I still can't forget this experience. And I just want to talk about it here on my channel in case anybody wants to hear about it or has experienced something similar. I'm talking about my ayahuasca experience. I've tried ayahuasca 3 times in my life, and the first experience was the most powerful experience I've had in my entire life, and I can say with 100% that I had life before ayahuasca and after. It was 2 totally different versions of me and 2 totally different perspectives of reality and of the world. I tried ayahuasca in Peru when I flew there 10 years ago with my 2 friends. I had an amazing 10-day trip around the jungles, and I was connecting with nature, hiking a lot, eating organic plant-based diet, and a culmination of this trip was drinking that ayahuasca tea. I was super scared to try it, but this was the best thing that ever happened to me. Before drinking this tea, they said to give an intention, and I don't really remember what intention I had, but whatever I received, whatever Mother Ayahuasca told me, it was exactly what I needed at that time. 10 years ago, 28-year-old Katya was full of problems, I would say. And I didn't even realize that something was wrong with me. I suffered, but I didn't know that I needed help. I was in a toxic relationship with a narcissist at that time. I had 10 kilograms of extra weight and a horrible eating disorder, bulimia. I had a horrible self-image of myself. I didn't like myself, I didn't accept myself. I thought something was wrong with me. I'm not like everybody else. I was looking for something all the time, but I didn't know what I was looking for. And I think ayahuasca came to me right in the exact moment of life when I needed it the most. As I said, I was very afraid to drink this tea because I was reading a lot of negative stuff about it on internet, and I was very afraid to get a negative experience. But our guide, who is actually Peruvian guy, like a man of maybe 50 years old, he said that he's been drinking this tea from childhood and I shouldn't be afraid of it. I should just let it go and see what happens. And he was right. In general, it's very hard to explain ayahuasca experience. It's very hard to put in words whatever I'm trying to tell you now, but I will try my best. Our language doesn't have enough words to explain even 100% of what you experience during this type of trips. But I will try my best. When I just drank it, I didn't feel anything for like 40 minutes, but then some very bright geometrical images started to show up, and I was just enjoying this beautiful images. And then I don't remember exactly what it was, but I started to have a very unpleasant experience. As I said, I had a lot of fear in me, and I think because of this fear I started to get a lot of negative images in my head. I don't exactly remember what was going on. It was 10 years ago, but bottom line that I got that I just had to let go of that fear in order to go further. So yeah, I was first resisting. I was scared. There was a lot of resistance going on, and because of this resistance, the experience was getting very intense and not in a good way. But as soon as I let it go, as soon as I gave in, the most beautiful things started happening to me. I also remembered one thing, that in the studio when we were doing this ceremony, it was very cold. We were all like trembling from how cold it was. And for example, my best friend couldn't let go of that thought, of that idea that it was cold, and that's why she didn't go deep in the experience. She was only focused on how cold it is, and she couldn't let it go. But I kind of surrendered. I surrendered to the fear. I surrendered to the fact that I was super cold, that my body was cold at that moment, and I just like said, fuck it, just like I can't take it anymore, just do whatever you need to do, and I'm just here to see, to observe. And after that, the most beautiful things happened to me. Ayahuasca did such an incredible job. So the main idea that I got from this part of the trip is that a lot of times in life you just have to let go of the fear, let go of the resistance, and just surrender. And this is when good things will happen to you. So as soon as I surrendered to Mother Ayahuasca, I appeared to be in the most beautiful garden. I think it was heaven. And I was just walking around this garden, and I was just, for probably a few hours, I was just walking around. It was the most beautiful garden. The colors of this garden, they cannot be put into words. They don't even exist on this planet. I was walking around it, and I was enjoying it so much, and I was sighing. My friend told me that all she heard the whole trip, it was me sighing from joy, and I didn't care about what people would think about me. Other people in the room, they were farting, they were burping, they were puking, but nobody was judging them. It was all perfect. That was exactly what had to happen. I was wandering around this beautiful garden. I felt this incredible love inside of my heart, and it filled me up so much, and I realized that I'm being loved. I'm being loved so much, and the way I am is perfect. I am a perfect creature of God. I am God. That's what I felt. I connected to this invisible source of knowledge, and then I just started to be very playful in the trip, and I started to ask all these questions, and the answers were just immediately coming to me, and it was like a ping pong game. I would just throw a question and it would come back to me, the answer. Yeah, it was such a fun game. And I remember I asked at one point, because it really bothered me a lot, and I'm still being bothered by this question, like, what is my purpose in life? What should I be doing in life? And the answer from this eternal source, an infinite source, was, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. That's what the answer was. It doesn't matter. A lot of times I'm still looking for this answer, like, what should I do? What is my purpose? Why am I here? And the answer, it doesn't matter, it still kind of bothers me, and I still don't fully understand this answer. If you understand, please put in the comments below. Why it doesn't matter what I do? Maybe because it matters how you do it, and as long as you enjoy what you do. Talking about this ping pong game with the infinite source, it was very powerful. Even after the trip, for probably 1 year, it started to fade after 1 year, I think, the feeling. I had this connection, this portal with the source, and I wouldn't even need to ask anybody about anything anymore. I would just have the answers right there. Like, I wouldn't even ask questions anymore. I would know the answers to everything. But little by little, this knowledge, this connection with this portal, with the infinite source, it was closing. It kind of faded away, but it was very powerful. Also, after this trip, and I guess during this trip and after it, I realized that I am very powerful, and I can be anybody, and that I can do anything, and I am the most powerful person, and everybody has this power. But people just don't know about this power. I felt so confident. I felt so strong. I felt so powerful, so beautiful. After this experience, I felt like I'm godlike. And I was talking to my friends after it, and they were all looking at me like I'm crazy. And I would tell them, I am God and you are God. We are all God, and we are all interconnected. And the thing that you cannot see with your eyes is the energy flowing. It's like me flowing into you. Everything is moving all the time, because that's how I saw it. We just have this very dense particles, right, that make up our body, but we don't see that actually they are just like flowing. We are flowing, we are the energy, and it's always flowing. We are flowing into each other. I saw all this. I saw the consciousness, or like energies. I saw these flows of energies. It was so beautiful. The whole experience lasted probably like 4 hours. And then we went to sleep. And the next morning I woke up a whole new person. I felt like this is my birth. I am born again. I felt like I was born. The new me was born that morning. It was an incredible transformation for me, and the whole year after that, 2015, was a year of transformations. I realized how powerful I am, how loved I am, how beautiful I am, how precious I am, how precious this life is, and how beautiful this life is. And that I am the creator of this life, and I can be anybody, and I can create anything I want. And I had this confidence, and people saw it in me. They saw that I changed. I started to attract only beautiful things, and I let go of everything that is not me. As soon as I came back to Astoria, to New York, I don't know, I had this feeling of throwing out 99% of things that I owned. I felt like I don't need them anymore. They're just clutter in my life. I broke up immediately with my boyfriend at that time, and I realized that this is not who I want in my life. This is me the next day. I was editing the video, and I realized that the part that was very important about my transformations after the trip wasn't saved on my phone, so I want to re-record this part. I also realized that the work that I was doing at that time, finance and accounting, it's not who I am, and that's not what I want to do. I felt like I needed to travel. I decided that I'd like to try other jobs, like, for example, teaching English abroad or things like that. So I came to my managers and I told them that I would like to quit. And they told me that, okay, fine, but we are now in a very difficult time, and can you please stay here? We'll promote you, we'll give you these opportunities to show yourself, and just stay for a little bit, and then you can go. So I decided, okay, fine. Anyways, I planned to travel that summer to Asia for 2 months. So I was thinking, okay, I can stay a little bit longer here, and then I'm just gonna quit before summertime. And I stayed there, and I was able to accomplish things that nobody could do. 3 other people who worked before me, they quit because the project was very difficult that they were trying to launch. And I was new, I was an intern, and without any experience and much knowledge, but with just this mindset that I can do anything, I was able to launch this project. And everybody was like, wow, girl, you are incredible. And I also thought that I can do anything. I set my mind to. And I had so much confidence, and I had so much belief in myself that I just accomplished incredible things at work. And immediately they hired me full-time, and they doubled my salary. Yeah, because I didn't really care. It was like a game to me, like, okay, let's see what I can do with this mindset. And I was able to accomplish so much. Another thing that was very transformational was my self-image. I started to look at myself as the most beautiful creature out there. Before that, I thought I hated myself. I hated my body. I hated how I looked. I wanted to do plastic surgery in my nose. I wanted to lose weight. I had pimples. And after that, I just realized that I am so freaking beautiful. I am perfect. The way I was created is just perfect. All my little imperfections, they're actually perfect, and that's actually what makes me. And after that, I just started to treat myself and my body differently. I stopped binge eating. I started to give my body very nutritious foods that are full of vitamins and minerals. And I started to ask myself each time before meal, is this food gonna make me stronger, more beautiful, more healthy, or is it destroying me? So that's how my mind started to work. Before that, I didn't really care. As long as the food was tasty, I would just eat it. But now it would always be this question. And even now, I have this approach, like 80-90% of things that I eat, they have to be whole foods, they have to be wholesome, and only maybe 10% can be crap, just to have a little bit, not to go to extremes. And also, I stopped torturing myself, like in gym, for example. Before, I would eat a big meal and then I would just go and work out for 2 hours just to burn this food. But now I started to work out from joy, from feeling that I want to, be stronger, make my body more flexible, more fit, to become healthier and better version of myself. And that was the attitude now. And very easily, in few months, I lost 10 kilograms. And also that summer I went to Asia for 2 months, and I was traveling, and also I was kind of digesting all the experience I received in that trip, which was in January. I was digesting the whole year, the messages actually, because there were many of them. And it took me a while. And even now I'm still kind of interpreting them. Yeah, and after I came from that trip back to New York, people didn't recognize me. Visually, I changed. Right after I came back, I met my current husband. So yeah, that year was full of wonders and gifts. I'm very thankful for this experience. Didn't even want it to happen. It just came to me. My friend just told me, let's go to Peru and let's drink the tea. And I said, okay, let's do it. I had no idea what I was about to experience, but it was exactly what I needed. After this experience, I had 2 more ayahuasca trips. They were also very powerful, not as powerful as the first one, but very transformational too. But about them, I'll talk in the next videos. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Please share with me if you have tried ayahuasca or if you had experienced anything similar to what I'm talking about here. I would be very happy to hear your stories. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Here I'm talking about spirituality and sharing my motherhood journey and our life here in Romania. See you in the next video. Bye bye.